Hey girlfriends, welcome to Sister Girl Second Act. For those of you who know me, my name is Sheila. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is a channel where I make delicious dishes that are easy, very easy to make. One thing I must say is that I am not a recipe-driven type of cook. A lot of times I will either substitute ingredients or add things that I think that I want to put in there. But that's how cooking should be. You should make it as you like it and always taste as you go. I'm just a regular, old-fashioned, old-school cook. Today I'm going to be making some roasted chicken. I'm not going to just stuff it, season it, and put it in the oven. I'm going to split it in half because I want to cut the cooking time down today. So, in order to do that, I'm going to have to take the backbone out of it, and I'm going to use a cast iron pan to cook it in. And I'm still going to put it in the oven. So let me get my ingredients together. I'll bring you into my kitchen and we can get started. Okay, let's go. Okay, so let's start off with the chicken. I have this in the sink. I became very kitchen efficient since I downsized to a condo from a house. So my kitchen space is much smaller, and I have tended to use the space really well as far as not just, a countertop, or I use everything. I use the sink. I'll even show you later on how I, use my stove for part of cooking as well. Anyway, this is the chicken, and I try to buy the most healthiest chicken that I can find in the store. This one is Nature's Sensation, but it has no antibiotics in it, which is what I like, because I don't like my chicken pumped full of stuff. So unwrap the chicken. Trying to get it so that you can see the whole thing. And it's a pretty good size. I'm going to turn it over. And this is the backbone right here. I'm going to split it in half. And usually I have a couple of knives out because I like to see which one. Not all of my knives are always sharp. So I usually will take out a couple of them to see which ones work and which ones need to be sharpened. Evidently it's not this one. This one seems to work a little better. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and cut this backbone out of the chicken. Just like this. See that? Now I just have this part right here that I'm going to cut out. And I like to cut my chickens in the sink because, everything can be done in one area. Everything can be put down the garbage disposal. And I don't have to worry about it splashing all over the place. Alright. Almost done. Now if you have some sharp kitchen shears, which I don't, you can basically cut it as well. Use your scissors, kitchen shears. This can be used as a base for soup or stock. I'm going to put it to the side. So now I have my chicken. This is what it looks like. It's nice and flat, which is what you want it, how you want it. Okay? I'm going to rinse it off. There's an old rule that says you should never wash your chicken. Well, I'm sorry. I grew up washing my chicken. There's no way that I'm going to eat the chicken without washing it. Basically, I'm just making sure I get out all of the excess blood out that accumulates in a chicken. I'm going to go ahead and let that sit for a minute in my sink because I need to put my spices together. And this comes into play when I was telling you about how I'm not really a recipe-driven chef. So I'll move this over. Okay, so I have washed my hands, and I'm going to show you the seasonings that I'm planning on using. First up is some Italian seasoning, and what I'm going to do is add some oil to this, but I'm going to say about a tablespoon. As I said, I am not ingredient measure driven, okay? That's just how I cook. I'll try to list the ingredients, the measurements at the end of the video, but showing you as far as like in my hand, this is about as much as I'm using for oregano. I've got some crushed red pepper here as well, and I'm just going to put that much in there. I would say that's about maybe a half of a teaspoon, I also came across this in the store last week that I bought. It's Himalayan pink salt with thyme and rosemary. And that is perfect for chicken. So I'm just going to grind out a couple of it. It smells wonderful. But it's a pink Himalayan salt, which is healthy for you as well. More so than just regular salt, white salt. Okay. Another ingredient that I love to death and that I put in a lot of my foods is curry. Yes, I love curry. And I'm going to put about that much in it. I'm a big cumin and curry lover. Just love this stuff. I love the way it smells. And from a healthy standpoint, curry actually helps you to relax. Did you know that? So I got the curry. What else I want to put in there? I think I want to put some Italian herb seasoning in there. So I'm going to go ahead. This is in a grinder as well. Put some of that in there. Like that. So we've got the seasoning down the bottom, and I'm going to go ahead and add some oil. Some extra virgin olive oil. Sprinkle it in there. And stir it up. Tasting it. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Trying to figure out what else I want to put in here. It tastes very very good. I think I want to add some more curry in there. Spoon off. Alright, so I've gotten that. Let me set that to the side. So the next thing I'm going to do is start cutting, or should say slicing, my onions. I like to use red onions. I prefer them over white onions. Why? I don't know. Maybe because I'm just a colorful person. I don't know, but I love red onions. And they're sweet. I'm going to go ahead and finish slicing these out. Is my cast iron pan. As you can see, it is very well seasoned because I use it all the time. And you can use it to make anything, and you can use it to bake in it. I've made cornbread in this. I've made roast in it. I've done a pie in it. I mean, all kinds of stuff. And today we're going to be using it to roast the chicken. So I have my onions. Let's go ahead and just sprinkle some around the bottom. This one looks a little bit too thick, so I'm going to cut that down a little bit. Don't have to have these all in the exact same size. Don't worry about it. We're not on, you know, Food Network Kitchen, okay? Just go ahead and sprinkle it around so that it covers the bottom. And this is about, I would say, a medium onion. So go ahead and put all of these in here. Now you don't want them too thin, that's why they are the width that they are. Next, I'm going to go ahead and I have some garlic. And the same thing with the garlic. And what I like to do with my garlic, when I take the skin off, you don't need to peel it. Just take your hand, smash it down, and the skin comes right off, just like that. If you want to get dramatic, can bang it, but there's no need for that. This one is already, the skin is already off of it. Okay. Check the skin off of this one. See how easy it comes off? One more. I'm going to go ahead and cut these as well. And I'm not going to cut them into tiny pieces. I'm just going to go ahead and cut them coarsely, just like this. I'm going to add these to my pan as well. See? Just like that. Go ahead. Put them in here. Now I do have some extra ones that I'm going to put. As a matter of fact, let me take some of these out of here because I can go ahead and insert them under the skin of the chicken as well. So I got these in here. The next thing I'm gonna go ahead and put in here is a lemon. This lemon cooks down so nice and soft, and I'm telling you, the juices, when it marinates with the rest of the chicken, oh my goodness. So I'm gonna go ahead and slice my onion. So just like that. Make sure you slice it into as thinly as possible. You can leave the seeds in, that's okay. So go ahead. And we're basically just making a bed for the chicken. The rest of this, I'm going to be using it as juice for my seasoning, my oil. Go ahead and put that in there as well. Squeeze out all the excess lemon juice. Now I'm ready for my chicken. One note that I want to show you that I was talking about earlier was the fact of how I, use my kitchen efficiently when it comes to space. I have a very small kitchen, and so most of the time I don't have a lot of counter space. So what I do is I use my cutting boards and I line them up on my stove. Like, for example, this pan, I have a large cutting board here where I have plenty of space on my stove, and I can go ahead and use the surface for anything that I'm making. You can also use the rest of your stove as well if you like. I cover them up with cutting boards, and that's what I do. It gives me more space, and I don't have to worry about the countertop. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and bring my chicken over. First, I'm going to turn it on this side. Just like that. And I'm going to go ahead and take brushing, flavoring, seasoning all over it, just like this. And to make sure you cover every nook and cranny. Now, remember I was saying that I wanted to use some of the garlic to tuck into chicken. So what I like to do is I like to cut a little slit, or I try to find an opening, or even underneath the skin. Try to find a slit, and what I do is I go ahead and stick the garlic in. And do that over here. The slit. Put another piece of garlic in there. And I just do this all over the chicken. If you're a garlic lover like I am, you will believe, oh my goodness, what's the word I want? You're just gonna love it, okay? There we go with that. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and turn my chicken back over. If I can. Keeping it together. Ooh. Make sure it's all all packed in the bowl. It's laying on a nice bed of onions and lemon. And I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing to the top of the chicken. Take this and just brush. I'm telling you, when this sauce is done, from the drippings created from the drippings from the chicken, cooks down, oh my goodness. I think I'll probably make some either quinoa or couscous to go with this. And I had just enough. So even though my measurements aren't precise, I can basically eyeball, you know, the amount that I have because I've been cooking that long. Okay, doesn't that look pretty? I'm going to also put a little bit of wine in it. Have some white wine. And I'm just going to pour it on the outer edges of the chicken like that. My oven was preheated to 350. The last thing I'm going to put on here is some panko breadcrumbs. Just like that, not a lot, but just to add to the crunchy and the crispiness of the chicken as it bakes. Chicken ready to go in the oven, just like that. Go ahead into my oven. So I have put it into a preheated oven at 350 degrees for about 35-40 minutes or so. And while I'm doing that, while that's cooking, I'm going to go ahead and clean up this kitchen and get ready to prepare my couscous. So I have put it into a preheated oven at 350 degrees for about 35-40 minutes or so. And while I'm doing that, while that's cooking, I'm going to go ahead and clean up this kitchen and get ready to prepare my couscous. So this is what it looks like after 30 minutes. I've taken it out of the oven. Doesn't that look delicious? Look at the sauce on the bottom. Look at this. Let me taste this. Delicious. I'm going to squeeze a little bit of lemon on the top, just like this. And then I'm going to go ahead and place, well, I don't have any tin foil, so I'm old school. I'm using a paper bag. I'll let it rest for a few minutes and we'll be ready to eat. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I will see you next time. Stay safe, take care, bye. Oh, don't forget to like and subscribe. Always love subscribers. All right, bye now.